You know, let's also get a snack time going. Gonna exhaust that. All right, we're gonna go Predator's Blade here. Moon Slash. And here we go. You love to see it. Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy, the Humble Dreadhound, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is brought to you by Chaos Zero Nightmare, but we are going to be covering our girl, Narja. She's currently on the banner, and in my opinion, one of the best pickups you can get into this game. Remember, pull responsibly, gacha is included. Now, with Narja, she is an extremely aggressive controller, healer, however you want to state it. But as a combatant, I believe you need her on your account. Don't forget, guys, to leave a like down below if you enjoy this video. Hit subscribe if you want to see more CZN here on the channel. But I'm going to go over two teammates for our girl Narja, and I'm going to show you guys, how I played her, during one of my live streams. I want you guys to make sure you check that out. But let's get into it. Now, when we look at Narja, Narja is one of the most damage-forward combatants in the game. She not only heals you, right? Like, that's one of her main things as a controller, but she really boosts up the team damage. Like, it's really absurd. And it's due to two things that are unique to her kit. It's veracity and predation. Right? So let's go ahead and have a look here, crack open the same data, and let's go to Mealtime, one of, her unique cards, and is really essential to this build, right? Veracity. When hitting with an attack card, 40% fixed heal. If health is 50% or higher, plus 30% damage amount dealt by attack cards. When the effect is activated, decreased by 1. Stacking up, your veracity, stacking up your predation here. If in a veracity state, plus 80% damage dealt by attack cards. It's kind of stupid. So you really want to focus on cards that are going to stack up veracity and, stack up your predation, right? Those are going to be essential to the build. Excuse me, working my way through a cold, right? But let's look at a couple of things that I got from my build that really allows me to take off, deal tremendous damage while also healing my team, right? So, we have Shackles of Hunger, which was an epiphany here. Decrease veracity by 5, plus 40% damage amount to the next used attack card for each amount decreased. If 5 is decreased, 3 predation, right? That's huge. Bottomless Hunger, 7 veracity. For 1 turn, each time veracity is activated, plus 40% damage amount to the next Mealtime. So this is really kind of like backloading that Mealtime card. So, when you use your veracity and the Mealtime is decreasing there, you see it has 6 and it's going down, is really just stacking up big DPS, big E damage, okay? Next, I absolutely love this card. Voluntary Control. If Mealtime is in your draw pile, move it to your hand. So it pretty much just allows you to add this card from your deck to your hand. And as you guys know, if you play any card game, being able to mill out or search out cards from your deck is crucial. Okay, so if Mealtime is in your draw pile, move to your hand. If in Graveyard, okay, 3 morale for 1 turn. If you don't know, morale is a plus 20% damage per morale. So that's insane. Okay, that is insane. That's a plus 60% damage per morale. So it's already showing you how much of a buffer this character here is going to be, right? So 2 cards that I found absolutely essential, or I'm sorry, 1 card, but I was actually able to get a replicate or a duplicate of, is Domain of Veracity, right? For this epiphany, deal defense-based damage to all enemies when hitting the target for the next 5 times. That's a 40% heal. This is insane. So if you're playing a team that has a multi-hitter, you're really going to be doing the Lord's work. Now, when we're talking about multi-hitters, we're talking about the one and only Chizuru. Chizuru will hit enemies a multitude of times like no one's business. Okay, so this isn't really about Chizuru, and I'm still struggling, if you guys know, to get a build that makes me happy. But this part of the game, we keep farming. But here we're going to focus on cards like this Epiphany here for Tsukiyomi. It's going to add 2 hits to the next Shadow of the Moon, which is that big cleave DPS that she has. That's her unique card that is going to end the game. Okay, another one here. We got another Epiphany. Add 2 Will of Wisp for each hit of the next attack card. So, the Will of Wisp, if you look below, Chizuru's icon on the team, you'll see it allows you just to build that up very quickly. Okay, so cards like, Oni Hunt, which is a nice multi-hit, is going to play really well into that Tsukiyomi. And it's just really going to allow you to build up Shadow of the Moon very, very quickly. Lastly, for this team, we're going to talk about our girl, Ray. Ray is really absurd. Everyone has access to Ray. She's on the account. So, she is an extremely free-to-play character, and I recommend, having her on this team. She's not 100% essential, but honestly, you'd be a fool not to run her on this particular comp, right? Because if we look at her save data, I was pretty happy with what we were able to get. I'm really able to just build through, boost damage. She's really just the glue in this deck in terms of ramping up your DPS and really grabbing what you need. Now, for this particular build, we are running, this Epiphany on snack time. Choose up to 2 cards in your hand, exhaust them, then draw for each. That's going to add to, being able to be able to thin out your deck, get to your essential cards. Okay. Predator's Blade, you guys all know with Predator's Blade, it's really just going to ramp up your DPS here. For 1 turn, 4 morale. It's absurd. It's another way just to ramp up your damage for that big hit that Chizuru has. Purple Duty. This card, Purple Duty, I'm really a fan of because it will change the cost of 1 attack card in your hand from, to 0. Okay? For 1 turn. It's really kind of absurd because it just allows you to be able to play out your hand and really maximize your DPS. Another one here is going to be Resonating Darkness, plus 60% damage amount of cards with 1 cost. So you see the synergy is there for our girl Chizuru because she has a lot of 1 cost cards. And then, we have another card here, which is going to be Attack. Choose 1 attack card from the draw pile, move it to your hand, and for 1 turn, gain morale. So if you guys see, this is just a super aggressive team synergy here. All right, and just to keep it simple for the build, just to show you guys on, let's see, Narja for the memory fragments, we are running 2-piece Seth Scarab, 2-piece Tetra's Authority, 2-piece Healer's Journey. On Chizuru, we're running Orb of Inhibition, which is a 4-piece set, and 2-piece Executioner's Tool. And then on our girl, Ray, we are running Offering of the Void and Seth's Scarab. All right. Now, one thing I also did want to point out, which is really essential for this team, not essential, let me not say essential, but what is really cool for this team, if you have the opportunity to get copies of Ray, I highly recommend it. When we're doing content that requires a lot of survivability, having her at E6 in this particular team, you're damn near unkillable. Okay, because it's going to be an increase in, your attack damage, but then you also have a look at her, where is it? Her E2. Her E2 is insane for this particular build. Okay, when Ray uses an attack card, heal for 120%. All right, this is actually insane. So you look at the survivability of this team, you look at the insane DPS that this team helps facilitate, and you really have a monster on your hands with Narja. So, I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you mess around with this team comp and really can just see how absurd it really is. Once again, it's Narja, Chizuru, and Ray. All right, you're going to put out absurd DPS. You're going to be damn near unkillable, and you're going to be able to search out pretty much any card you need. Guys, please leave a like down below. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you want to see some more. Hit subscribe. And please join me here on my live. I'd love to see you guys' smiley faces so we can enjoy some CZN and some other gacha games together. Please stay fierce, guys. Keep gaming, and I'll see you on the next one. Welcome to the House of Hounds. Here's to this soon-to-be successful chaos run. And Colonel, I'm very happy that Serenio helped you clear the content, fam. Yeah, water is destructive because of its persistence. Well, damn. Alright, let's get to work. Let me tell you something. If you happen to get copies of Ray and E6er, she becomes a top tier healer. Woo! Yeah, that last copy of Ray is going to go hard, I promise you. Woo, give me something good. Let's go. Predator's Blade. Let's also get a snack time going. We're gonna exhaust that. All right, we're gonna go Predator's Blade here. Moon Slash. And here we go. You love to see it. You love to see it. This team works so well.